Hello friends, welcome back to Pokemon Crystal, the worst final evolutions. So, we finally dealt with Team Rocket taking over the radio tower and saving the radio tower director. And now that we've finished that, we can get back to our adventure of trying to collect all of the gym badges and taking on the Pokemon League. But, first things first, we gotta make our way to Blackthorn City. Now that's to the east of Mahogany Town, so I'm just making my way back there now. And then once we're there, I'll have a few trainers to deal with. Most are optional, but I want to get some experience in me while I can, because I know I'm going to need it. And then from that, be tackling a cave known as the Ice Path. Now, it won't be too difficult. The wild Pokemon there should be pretty easy for my guys to deal with right now. It's just going through and dealing with all of the puzzles that the Ice Cave has to offer, or Ice Path. And then we'll arrive in Blackthorn City. Now, Blackthorn's gym is going to be interesting because the type specialty for Blackthorn is Dragon-type Pokemon. And they're pretty strong. Like, they've got a wide variety of moves, they have some very handy resistances. They're just going to be a bit difficult to deal with. So I'm like 90% sure I'm going to have to do some form of a training grind just to get my Pokemon up to par with the gym leader Claire's Dragon-type Pokemon. Because her signature Pokemon is a Kingdra who has only one weakness, and that's to dragon types themselves. So for me, like, I'm gonna need a lot of strategy or a lot of levels. So we'll see what happens there. But for now, let's just figure things out here. We'll see what I can do with the trainers on this route. Okay, this shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, it's a psychic, so I'm automatically a little frightened. What are the levels? Oh, they're at mine. Okay. So we'll see what happens. And I have a Pokemon Center just behind me anyway, so if I really need it, I can just go visit that. Oh, nice flinch. Nice! Oh boy. Those stats. Alright, now we have a Kadabra. Ooh, good hit. That won't be an issue for me at all. Nice job, Dart. Okay, well, looks like my team can handle some of these guys. Oh, did I finally deposit enough money? I must have. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay. Well, I guess while I'm tackling some of these trainers here, I had a thought, so I might as well talk about it. I'm sure you remember on the last episode that I got the Clear Bell. And the Clear Bell is needed to encounter the legendary Pokemon Suicune. And if you remember in the previous playthrough of Pokemon Red, I had a bonus episode where I went and defeated all of the legendary Pokemon in the game. So that being Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Mewtwo. And I'm sure some people might be wondering if I'll do... Ouch. Some people might wonder, will I do another bonus episode where I tackle the legendary Pokemon again? And as much as I'd love to, I don't think I'd be able to do it in this generation easily. And the reason for that is they made the legendary Pokemon a little bit more difficult to encounter and or deal with. And for anyone who doesn't know, so in this game there's actively 5 legendary Pokemon. The 3 legendary dogs, those being Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. And then the 2 main legendaries. Oh my goodness, Mom. I'm trying to talk about legendary Pokemon. No need to interrupt me. So there's those 3 legendary dogs, and then there's the main legendary Pokemon in Lugia and Ho-Oh. Now, in Gold and Silver, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune were all roaming legendaries, so you had to actually go and hunt them in the wild, and they'd be well known for fleeing at the first chance, so trying to catch them is incredibly difficult. Rewarding if you do, because they're all good Pokemon, but they are incredibly difficult to even encounter and catch. And then in Crystal, they did ease off on that by making Suicune a static legendary encounter. All you needed to do was get the Clear Bell and then go to Tin Tower. And then Lugia stayed the same pretty much as the other 2 games. You just had to find the Silver Wing and then go to the Whirl Islands and encounter it in there. And while it is easier to do that in Silver version, in Gold and Crystal, you just have to get to Pewter City in the post-game, and you would have a chance of getting the item. But Ho-Oh, they made so much more difficult to get. I honestly don't like it because of how easy it was to get in Gold and Silver. But to find Ho-Oh, you had to actually catch Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, and then, as if you were trying to climb the tower beforehand, which the tower being the Tin Tower, that's where you'd get the Rainbow Wing, which would then automatically let you climb the Tin Tower as if you were trying to find Ho-Oh to begin with. So all of the legendary Pokemon are pretty much tied to the 3 legendary dogs. And it just makes them so much more difficult to even attempt something like, oh, I'm going to go and defeat every legendary. Especially because trying to defeat every legendary, I actually would have to catch some of the legendaries. Now that I'm paying attention to the fight, maybe keeping a bug in on a fire type isn't a good idea. So we'll let Palmer come in. But yeah, so the fact that catching legendaries would be required for me to go and defeat other legendaries, it just wouldn't be practical for me to do that. So in this game, the legendary Pokemon will remain as they are, and I won't actively go and try to fight them. Now, Raikou and Entei are still roaming about Johto right now, so if I found them, I'd give an attempt at catching them. I don't know how well that would go, and probably poorly at best, but I would certainly give an attempt at it. And I know that once I defeat Blackthorn Gym and make my way back to New Barktown, I get a free Master Ball. So if need be, I would consider using the Master Ball on the roaming legendaries and being like, haha, I got one for free. Of course, that would mean I'd have to try catching the other one, but I'd just be happy that I actually had one. Here's a funny story. There was a time when I was trying to complete a living Pokédex in Generation 2. And for anyone who doesn't know what a living Pokédex is, it's completing the Pokédex, but also having one of every Pokemon and or form present in your box at all times. So, for example, let's say the Bulbasaur line. Ordinarily, to fill out the Pokédex, you'd have to take a Bulbasaur and then evolve it into Ivysaur and then evolve that into Venusaur. And the Pokédex would register you having all 3 Pokemon as caught. But a living Pokédex would have you get one Bulbasaur, and then a separate Ivysaur, and then a separate Venusaur, and have that present in your box. So I was doing that for every single Pokemon. And that includes things like catching every different form of Unknown, which is not the worst thing in the world, but it is a bit of a time sink. And that also includes having every legendary Pokemon, which includes the roaming Pokemon in Johto. Now, trying to catch the roaming Pokemon is a bit difficult. Like, there are strategies to getting them, such as having Pokemon that can put them to sleep, or Mean Look, or other strategies like that. Mean Look being the more effective. But the most practical way is to get Master Balls. Simply put, you just chuck the Master Ball at the very beginning of the fight, and you automatically catch it. But you're only given one, so you could catch one of the roamers, but you'd still have to try and catch the other one. Now, I was trying to catch... Oh wow, that Bitterberry actually came in handy. So I was trying to catch the roaming legendaries so that I could get Ho-Oh. But I was getting incredibly frustrated trying to catch, I think it was Entei, because I was smart and used the Master Ball on Raikou. So what I did, like after I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do this. I actually sped ran my way through another copy of a Generation 2 Pokemon game and got to the point where I got the Master Ball and then had put that Master Ball on a Pokemon, traded it over to Crystal, and then used that Master Ball to catch the last roaming legendary. Because with static legendary encounters, you could save your game beforehand, and then if you fail, you just retry, so you didn't really need a Master Ball per se, you just needed a good stock of other Pokeballs and a lot of luck. But trying to get the roaming legendaries was so annoying that I was just, you know what? Master Ball, done. Get in there, Entei. So that's right, I spent about 9 hours going through... Oh wait, this is a bird keeper. I don't want to put a bug in front. So yeah, I spent 9 hours going through another Generation 2 game to get a single Master Ball just to trade it over to another game to catch a legendary Pokemon in that. It's been a while since I was that desperate to try to catch a legendary. But it's funny stories like that that make playing Pokemon so enjoyable. And I'm sure like every person who has played Pokemon has their own share of stories that make the experience uniquely their own. I'm sure if I think about it in the future, I'll probably share more stories of my time playing Pokemon as well. But for now, we're nearly at the Ice Path. I'll be taking one quick visit to the Pokemon Center after this. And then we'll try to make our way through. And I'll probably just end up using some repels too. Like, wild Pokemon don't give me a lot of experience. Now, I'll probably have to do some training once I get to Blackthorn and struggle my way through the Dragon Gym. To be fair, with my team and a bunch of Pokemon Center healing, I probably could get through all of the random trainers in the Blackthorn Gym. But it's Claire that'll be a nightmare. My goodness, how much money did I get from Team Rocket? So, I guess while I was in the radio tower, she couldn't contact me. So, she would, all the money would be saved up. And then I guess as soon as I did those trainer fights and earned the money, that's what triggered the calling flag for her to call and say, hey, we got things for you. But the good thing is, she has quite the stockade of money on standby for me once I visit New Barktown. And chances are, I'm gonna have to do a lot of level grinding just to even stand a chance against the Elite Four. Because those Pokemon will be a major cut above what I've been facing so far. Like, they'll have all good moves, they'll have, like, the highest evolutions, and more so than that, they'll have a lot of power behind them. So I would need a lot of items to keep my team fully healed and stocked up on trying to defeat them. I probably would even have to get this team to level 50 just to even stand a chance. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll try at lower levels, yes, but there's gonna be some concessions made to my team to try to get through. Now, speaking of getting through, here we are in the ice path. Now, there's a bunch of sliding ice puzzles. And, oh, here's a good thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, you see this down here. Like, that looks like a random item ball, right? Like, pretty inconspicuous. Well, once you do this puzzle here, you click it, and it's HM07. Now, HMs are usually required to get through the game. And, oh, that's on a different window. And sure enough, this HM that I just found here is required. Like, it is needed to actually get to the Pokemon League. But here it is, just being a random item, like just laying about, like as if it was just here. Okay, so, like, while I do think that Pokemon needed to take better care of where they should have placed Waterfall, at the same time, I could kind of appreciate that, like, it gives you, it kind of tells you that you had to explore to actually find what you're looking for. Like, if you want to progress, you actually need to take a moment and look through these places. But for something that's so required as Waterfall, like, they didn't give you any indication that what you were looking for was even there. Maybe they should have taken a little bit of care to make sure players didn't miss Waterfall. Or maybe there was just a way to bring it to people's attention, like talking on the playground kind of thing. Just be like, oh, hey, did you find Waterfall in the ice path? And then anyone who didn't know that would be like, oh, I need to go look for that. And speaking of looking, I need to put on a repel. Swine up. But yeah, that's my little Waterfall HM gripe. And even in Generation 4, when they did the Gold and Silver remakes, they actually put an NPC right above the spot there where you get Waterfall. And he'd be like, oh no, I dropped my Waterfall HM, whatever will I do? And then you go and get it, and the guy's like, oh, well, you went and got it, so I guess it's yours now. Like, they could have just simply been like, oh, hey, I'm an explorer, I like you, so I'll give you this really good HM, and gives you Waterfall that way. Oops, well, totally messed that puzzle up. I can at least get this boulder here. So yeah, here are a bunch of strength puzzles. And you ordinarily would need to do all 4, but the way things work here, you can actually get by with 2. It's this one here, and the one that just above me that I screwed up. But I will just take a little look here, because there are some hidden items here. Okay. Now, would there be one here? See, this is a good spot for the item finder. Okay, so this corner had nothing. Oops, don't need my bike, per se. What about... Oh, I think there's something up here. Yes. Oh, max potions are good. Okay, and I think there's an item in the center. But I did mess that up. So I will quickly place this boulder in the right way. And then I can continue on from that. See, what I should have done was come back up to the top here and pushed it down. There we go. Now, in order for the jump through to work, you would have to come down to this one, and then slide up to this boulder, which would stop you here, and then slide to the middle. Now, like I said, you could use all 4, but you can solve the puzzle in just 2. And random rock smash, but that saves... Oh, I guess I need to start using some items. Now, what do I have here that I can get rid of? Do I need... Okay, I do need that. Probably could have just used a super repel, but oh well. Now, the never melt ice. I'm gonna kind of make that Ray's item. Because Ray has ice punch. Like, I'd be using the Mystic Water on Quillfish, but Ray needs a little power boost on his moves. And the prime opportunity here to make ice moves more powerful would be at the Dragon-type gym. So I'm going to attempt to do that. Is that right? Yes. Now I think that TM there is Snore. I'll just take a quick look here. Oh, it's Rest. Man, all the sleep-related moves, and I keep messing up which TM is which. But the nice part is, I think there's only 2 more entrances I need to hop through. So it's this room, and then the next room, and I should be out of the ice cave. Nope. All this bonking on the walls here. I wonder if there's any injuries being incurred. But that gets the iron that's there. And made it through that part. Can I get this? Alright. Really do want to save those vitamins for potential money, just in case. Oh, there's a smoke ball I could give someone, but I think Dart having the amulet coin right now is pretty good. I don't really need the potion. Like it wouldn't sell for very much. And I gotta get rid of one more because I know there's one more item coming up. Let's get rid of the burnt berry, I guess. We'll just toss you. There, because it's the protein here. And then there is a PP up hiding in this corner here. As well as my repel ending. But that's good, because I'm just about at the exit. But there we go. The ice path has been successfully conquered. And here I am in Blackthorn City. And once I heal up here, I think that's going to be a good spot to call the episode because I will tackle the Blackthorn Gym next, and I think it'd be a good idea if I tackled it with a fresh episode's perspective. So, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you enjoyed my journey through the ice path. And look forward to more journeys to come. So take care, stay safe, and have a good day.